will ruin your life. Lying will ruin your goddamn life.
Opportunity to be back into the spotlight. You know what I mean? And that's what you have with Floyd. So, you know, I think Floyd has to make a decision.
Floyd Mayweather. It's a bad situation for Floyd because the last thing Floyd wants in his life is more legal problems.
That's true.
He doesn't want that. But what I wonder is, with so many smooth transactions that Floyd has been a part of, jewelry-wise, in the last 4 or 5 years, longer than that actually, what went wrong in this particular transaction?
It's so...
Floyd Mayweather's false $42 million property claim is ridiculed by Kevin Hart, who declares lying will ruin your life. Hart makes fun of Floyd's fixation with money and claims that his deception is coming back to haunt him. Floyd's drive to flaunt his fortune has already ruined his credibility and image, he continues.
Cancel Christmas, it's over for you. You hear me? It's over for you. Oh boy. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail.
Longer just insane and delusional. When word leaked out about Floyd Mayweather's most recent financial allegations, Kevin Hart wasted no time in expressing his thoughts. Known for his witty repartee, Hart took Floyd's ridiculous property claims head-on, emphasizing that Mayweather's situation is no full HD Floyd, and Kevin have a shared past. In one interview, Kevin sat across from Mayweather and questioned why everything he did seemed to revolve on money. Without hesitation, Floyd described how he started from nothing. Growing up in a shattered working family, the streets influenced his perspective. Money was survival, not just achievement. The public got a peek of Floyd's motivation for showing off his money like armor with that response.
I want to talk about it. What the is going on, man? What the is going on?
Floyd Mayweather has always been associated with money. He displays heaps of money as accomplishments and his financial balances as trophies. His lavish purchases, which range from private aircraft to watches adorned with diamonds, are widely shared on social media. He believes that displaying wealth equates to displaying power, but the more he flaunts it, the more others question if it's all there is to it.
What's up? Talk to me.
Floyd Money Mayweather, baby. How you doing, man?
Well, you know how it is. Same old program.
Ask me to send my case.
It better be money.
You damn right it is.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Now, if there's money in there, I need it.
White hand, take this so Floyd don't take it from me. Now, if you want to do whatever you want to do to white hand, that's on you.
Well, white hand gonna feel his black hand.
Yeah, well, look like white hand and up. Put your rope over there on the hook.
That you went through to get you to the place to where now it's about the money and you celebrate the money.
It was a long journey.
A long journey.
I come from a fighting family. 7 of us in a 1-bedroom in Jersey.
Goddamn.
Dad, was a hustler. A former fighter, hustler. My mom had it, extremely hard, but, kept believing, kept working hard, and we made it happen.
Why do you think you were the one?
From day one.
Mayweather took great satisfaction in running his boxing company alone, without the help of managers or advisors. Rarely, most sportsmen have faith in experts. Floyd enjoyed beating the system, but doing it all by himself also meant when things went wrong, he accepted responsibility. Without anybody looking at the figures, that independence, once regarded as genius, now appears to be irresponsibility. The foundation upon which Mayweather's kingdom was erected is now beginning to crumble.
The Money Man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. I need everybody. That girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
He's collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot. But even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate just off apartment.
Suits, like the one from a jeweler who said Floyd walked away with pricey pieces and never paid, were brought about by Floyd's aversion to allow anyone to handle his money. No future settlement was promised, and there was no negotiation. According to reports, Mayweather just stated he forgot.
With Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to as well, if he didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's, can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him. And, but he does, everything goes through him, everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training-wise, man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry, because I love a row and I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, what sting coming at me arse?
Conceit is indicative of a man who believes the rules are unimportant. These are official documents, not only gossip.
All right, so a Miami jeweler that goes by the name of Leonard Suleymanov is like, give me my money. Give me my money. So he is hitting Floyd Mayweather with a huge lawsuit. Y'all, we're talking about a cool $4 million for some luxurious watches and diamonds that Floyd supposedly forgot to pay for. Y'all know he forget to cash checks. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. He might have forgot to pay for it for real. So even, y'all tell me if I'm saying this right.
When journalists attempted to verify Floyd's enormous real estate transactions, they encountered a wall of discrepancies. While confirming the transactions, one agent declined to be named.
He likes his jewelers. He's got his jewelers that he likes, but also if he sees a piece he likes, he's going to buy it.
It's almost as if he fights to support his jewelry buying habit.
It's pretty true. I mean, look at the way that we've seen this. What happened in Miami this week, though, was not the case. I mean, it's not like he went in there and made somebody rich. As a matter of fact, it ended up with the cops being called. We are being told that he walked into a place called the Diamond Club Fine Jewelry Shop in Miami and was looking at stuff. And when the jeweler busted out a very expensive stone, an argument ensued between Floyd and the jeweler. Now, it's unclear exactly what they were arguing about, but intensely and so quickly that the cops were called to the jewelry store, and Floyd ended up leaving without buying anything, left. So he wasn't there to speak with cops when cops arrived, but what usually results in financial, an explosion resulted in the cops being called. This is a bad situation for everybody involved, don't you guys think?
Yes, bad situation for the jeweler because they didn't get their windfall of money from Floyd Mayweather. It's a bad situation for Floyd because the last thing Floyd wants in his life is more legal problems.
That's true.
He doesn't want that. But what I wonder is, with so many smooth transactions that Floyd has been a part of jewelry-wise in the last 4 or 5 years, longer than that actually, what went wrong in this particular transaction?
It's so funny. Babcock, you can attest to this too. We've been calling everybody connected to this. Floyd's camp ain't saying anything.
Floyd's skill in the ring is undeniable, but even his admirers have become disenchanted with his incessant self-praise. He boasts that no one in boxing history has accomplished what he has, comparing himself to legends. It may have been motivating at one point, but today, the confidence seems like noise.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple...
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100 and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably 62 buildings.
Think about it. If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of them.
Mayweather realized early on that boxing wasn't for him. He secured partnerships, started promotions, and developed brands, but his money-chasing style raised questions. His business strategy was more smoke than substance. He made false claims, overstated revenues, and failed to pay bills.
He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive, though, but...
He's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
They give them to him?
Yeah.
Floyd once said that he frequently makes blind wagers on his assets. He said that he invests in businesses that others do not.
Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
So is Gervonta Davis that guy?
Not recognize that failure exists there as well as the future, in his opinion.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top-Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on yourself.
90% of these ventures fail, he even acknowledged.
The money I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. You know, I've gotten great results.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real show that left the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. Floyd, I'm rooting for you. Come on, let's turn it around.